Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Deathbringer here, or Chris. Welcome to my 300th video special. You guys have been absolutely amazing with the support, and I'm actually very surprised that I even made it this far on YouTube, 300 videos. Last year was an absolutely amazing year in 2012 in terms of my YouTube channel growth. That is all down to you guys, and I wouldn't be here today still producing videos, and it just makes me so happy that I can do this. I can entertain people, be informational about whatever the game might be, Call of Duty, and I'm a search and destroy guy. I post these videos in which I do massive amount of kills and crazy sort of things, and you guys seem to be always there for me, which is so immense. I can't thank you enough, and 300 videos. So this is a special video today, and I have got my video gaming setup coming right up in a few seconds. So what I want to do, I hope this video actually comes out right, because I've never done this before. It might be a bit of a shock. You've never actually seen my face, a lot of you, and just doing a little vlog like this is pretty cool. I've never really tried it before, so I hope the audio comes out right and the quality comes out correctly. So then, let's get into it. Let's just jump right in, see what I use to produce these videos day in, day out, and it should be pretty entertaining. So let's just give a little bit of an overview of my room. This is crazy. Spinning round. So as you can see right here, I live in an attic room, and I'm gonna try and not shake the camera too much here. That's my bed, my coats and stuff like that. Down the steps, yep, an attic room right there. So we've got my gaming setup in the corner of this room right here. It's pretty convenient, just the way my room's set up, and it's very helpful, for my comfort and the amount of fun I get out of gaming. So I've got my computer set up right next to my PlayStation 3 and my gaming chair right there. So let's kick it off then. I'm not 100% sure in which order I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try and make it fun. Yeah. So we have got my computer screen monitor, not the best computer ever, it's just a basic computer. I'm not actually 100% sure on the stats and all that good stuff. I know a lot of people doing these gaming setup videos sort of have the best equipment and they give out all the stats and all this kind of crazy stuff, but I don't think you really need to know that, as long as I can create videos and they're entertaining, what does it matter what equipment you use? You know what I'm saying? Simple quality is always better than sort of quantity. I'm sure you've heard that saying many times in school or whatever, but yeah, that is actually true. So even though I don't have the best equipment ever, a little bit of Inception going on there, that is mental, that's what I'm recording with. Even though I don't have the greatest equipment in the world, it does the job, and I'm happy with it. So I've got my PVR right here. The PVR cost me about £200 when it first came out. I know there are better recording devices now that can record like full 1080p and even greater than that in high bit rates and all that jazzle, all that data stuff. But I'm doing fine here. A lot of money gone into this actually, but it's all worth it in the end, to get your guys' reactions from videos and all that kind of good stuff. And I'm having a lot of fun gaming. Got the Blue Snowball mic here. Recent piece of hardware that I actually picked up to do my commentaries with. Makes my voice sound a hell of a lot better and a hell of a lot clearer. This audio is probably going to sound a little bit rusty and echoey. That's because I'm recording with a webcam. But other than that, that blue snowball is absolutely immense. Got all my stuff on my desk here, you know, that I take to uni or, you know, do whatever. Got some notes, notepad, all for settings related to sort of, I jot down a lot of sort of chords and settings and, you know, just general stuff, ideas that come to my mind, you know, for creating videos, and it helps me with editing in Sony Vegas and After Effects and all that, all them good programs. So yeah, that's pretty much my computer. You know, nothing too amazing, but it does the job. You know, it renders videos and can go on internet and all that sort of good stuff. So. Then we move over. My PVR right there connected to my slimline PlayStation 3. Got me Skybox right there. Got some basic channels on it, like to watch it before I go to sleep. The PS3, in particular, this slimline one, I actually only got it in 2010. I believe that's because the old fat ones sort of broke, and they all sort of died in the same sort of time space, which I was a little bit gutted about because they used to be able to play PS2 games, but now you sort of have to buy them. Got my HD 32-inch flat screen 1080p TV right there. This thing is an absolute beauty. Much better than my old fat one I used to have. Very old it were. You know, that's the game I'm playing at the moment, guys. Silent Hill HD Collection. If you've never played Silent Hill, or if you have played it, you'll know that it's frightening, and it is a must sort of get game for the PS3. That collection is immense. Yeah, so we have got my games down here. Silent Hill HD right there. Call of Duty 4. Gonna get through these pretty quickly. Fight Night Champion. I love boxing. As you can see right here, Manny Pacquiao, hopefully. Anyway, you can see boxers in the background, even if you don't know who they are. I follow boxing quite a lot in my own sort of personal time. I like to follow what they're doing, and it's just very entertaining to me. This is quite interesting, you know. You getting to see games that I don't post on my channel, you know. You're getting to see what other games I play rather than Call of Duty. Black Ops 2 right there. You've got to remember that I was actually brought up on PlayStation 2 and PS1. Started off probably about 10 years ago, even more than that, when I was about the age of 7. So I'm 20 years old now, so I've been playing video games for a hell of a long time. You know, it's important to keep the single player aspect in there. I have so much fun in these games, and this is why I've got games like this. Gran Turismo 5, one of the greatest races going. Need for Speed Pro Street. Pacific Rift, a very great game. Motorstorm right there. Not so much into that. Golf. We have got Skyrim, an absolute must. Oh, you can see my face in the case there. Ah! Alright, so Skyrim is an absolute must for PS3 users and, you know, Xbox users, PC users. One of the greatest games ever made. Oh, sugar, I'm falling over, guys. You've just seen Black Ops there. GTA 4, pretty decent game. Not that impressed with it, but looking forward to GTA 5. Metal Gear Solid 4, simply probably the greatest sort of tactical espionage series exclusive to the PlayStation 3 that's ever been made. I absolutely love that series. The story mode and the history behind it. The stuff that you learn playing Metal Gear Solid is absolutely immense. I love it that much. Resistance Falls, man, pretty much the first game ever made for the PlayStation 3, and it's an exclusive to the PS3. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, look that up, but I'm pretty sure that is the first game ever made. My first game I ever got anyway with the PlayStation 3. So then, as you can see right now, just games everywhere, guys. You know, that's pretty much my setup. You know, it's pretty simple, pretty effective. I have a lot of fun, and it helps me create videos. A lot of money gone into that. You know, but you know, it's all worth it in the end. I really enjoy what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to show you now. So I've got one last thing, basically. A lot of you guys will be wondering what kind of oh, sugar, trying to keep camera steady. What kind of what kind of headset do you use, Deathbringer, to you know, play Call of Duty or, you know, Sound Tour or whatever it might be? Well, I don't use a headset, guys. Simple as that. I like to have the sound coming out of the TV, and this right here is a PlayStation 2 iToy. Very, very old piece of equipment, but this is actually linked up to my PlayStation 3, and it is used as a microphone. I prefer the sound, game sound, and the audio effects coming through the TV, and that's just the way it's always been. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I hope it wasn't too long. You know, you've seen my gaming setup now, something that I actually promised to you, and this was 300 videos, guys. 3,000 subscribers plus, more coming all the time. You know, it's just absolutely immense, guys. I can't express enough. You know, I can't even think of the words. There's no words good enough to say how thankful I am for this kind of support. 250,000 views now I've got on YouTube, I must add. So that is something fantastic. So this was Deathbringer, or Chris, once again, bringing you another video, and peace out, guys. Have a nice day.
Take no prisoners, comrades.